Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Talking now. How about that? We've got their manager sort of working with me. I'm going to do play-by-play. Who's going to be there? Steve's got camera and intro. I'm ready.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Richmond's Minoru Arena. Very first for Sportsway Productions. Our pleasure. Steve Daniels, myself, Steve Erickson doing the call for today's game. And this is the CNIB. So, Steve, we're talking about blind hockey, and this is something new and unique to us. We've never covered this before, but man, oh man, I'm quite impressed. Just walking around, talking to them, and the place is getting packed with a lot of young school kids, too.
I'm excited because there's so much interest in this. You know, that we've got some great sponsorship here from CNIB. And I'm so excited to work an event that I've never covered before, and with you, and just to learn as we go and share what we know.
And this is going to be a learning experience for you because I've jumped you into the play-by-play role. So we've traded roles.
I'm excited. You know, I'm going to find my way through. You're a good mentor, and we'll get there together.
And don't leave me for the CFL.
I will not.
So what are we expecting today? Because I know you would tell it, we were talking earlier on, there's 4 different categories for blind hockey.
Well, we talked to some of the organizers earlier, and they gave us 4 categories, B1, B2, B3, and B4. But the thing they mentioned the most was the players cover kind of a spectrum of vision capability. Some see it through like a straw, some see mostly blurry. You have B1 with less than, I think it's 5 or 6% vision, all the way up to B4, which is impaired or blurry. So you've got every player is in a different space except the goaltenders, and they may be sighted people, but they are blindfolded. And that's how that works.
And if you take a look right now at the goaltenders, take a look at the net. I mean, the net is a smaller one.
I did some exploration on that. NHL or professional hockey nets are 4 feet high. Those are 3 feet high. They've cut a foot off the top, and that the goalies are unsighted, and so you'll see them on the ice a lot more, but that cuts the high shots down, and you have to make a pass before you cross into the offensive zone. Not that many rule differences, but the net is most certainly one of them, Steve.
Yeah, and the last time I saw a net that was small like this, and they play it on their knees, is floorball. The sport is very heavily involved over in Sweden and Finland and in the Norwegian area.
Well, there's all sorts of adaptations to this sport, but the skates are the same. The skills are the same in terms of moving around the ice, and that's what I'm excited to see.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I know they're getting ready for the presentation. And man, there's a lot of kids in the building today at Minoru.
Well, there must be at least several hundred here already. I'm excited about that.
Sorry, you can indicate your partner how to operate the headset because it's new and unique.
I will do that.
And we are getting ready to go right now because this is going to be a lot of fun for not just for us to cover, but you take a look. There is a yellow team and a black team, both Canucks on the other side, and they're coming back and they're going to have a lot of fun playing. And we were told that there's 3 20-minute periods, and we were also told, could be wrong on this, we were told their running time periods is what the indication was. So nice to see. Going to have a lot of fun. And actually, you can see the crowd, a great crowd on hand to take the game in today, Steve. And you want to do an introduction for your partner, and then I'll let you two talk for a bit.
I most certainly will. With the Canadian Blind Hockey Association, joining us is Luca. Luca's going to do color for this game. Normally, I do color for the Richmond Sockeyes, but Luca's going to do that, and I'll do some play-by-play with us, and Steve Erickson will do the camera. So, Luca, welcome to our group.
No, thanks for having me, guys. This is amazing. I'm from Toronto, so I got the opportunity to come out here to Vancouver and Richmond, who have been very gracious hosts to our organization for what an amazing event that we have in store this weekend here at our 2025 Western Regional Blind Hockey Tournament.
Well, I'm excited to call this game with you. Just looking out at the ice there, I can see the puck. The puck is, 5 inches or a couple inches bigger. It's got 8 ball bearings in it. And I shook one earlier pregame, and you can hear it, I'll tell you. Tell us about that, Luca.
Yeah, throughout this broadcast, I will definitely touch on the adaptations that we have made to make the parasport of blind hockey more accessible for children, youth, and adults. The puck is one of the biggest adaptations. It is a resource that is very important to our community, right? So as you mentioned, it is bigger than a traditional hockey puck. It is made of hollow steel, and there is 8 ball bearings inside. And as the ball bearings and the puck travel around the ice, it does make a voice and noise, which allows the players to track it.
A quick question, 3 words. Does it hurt?
Yes, one answer for a word there. It does hurt. The goalies are very incredible athletes here, being willing to let this hit them. And I've played blind hockey with many teams across this country. I've worn a couple of these pucks off my shin. I've worn them off my feet myself, so it does hurt. We do have some incredible players that can shoot this puck at a very fast pace. Some of them will be here this weekend on display, so I'm really excited to it's been a while since we've been out here on the West Coast putting on this sport, so we're back, and I'm looking forward to amazing weekend here.
Well, I see some brilliant uniforms out there. I see the Canucks sponsorship in full bloom with black Canucks uniforms with the sort of angled skate. We got yellow, 2 great teams, and I'm looking at the skaters, Luca. The skating skills really are just like looking at any other game with a bigger puck, really, from what I see.
Yeah, we'll touch on the jerseys throughout the game. They are a very special jersey that's just been released this weekend for a first time. So we are about to take part in a special opening ceremony that will really set the framework for blind hockey here in British Columbia for the near future.
Well, it's a privilege to cover it, I can tell you that much. Looking at the game itself, I'm excited to see how the puck moves around, but one question I have is around the goalies that you mentioned. In, I guess, regular hockey, you could call it that, whatever you want to call it, the goalies actually are sort of aggressive. They move towards the puck. Here, they're unsighted. So it's really more of a reaction to being hit, I guess, eh?
Yeah, so the goalies are completely blind. So for the inclusive inclusivity of the sport, all players on the ice have range and visual impairment. The goalies are completely blind, which makes it a level playing field for all the goalies, right? So to have zero vision, but to have the courage to stand in front of that cage and want the puck to hit you, because that's how you know you made a save, right? I do give them the utmost credit, and we've got 3 incredible goalies here this weekend. Local hometown hero Gary Steves. We've got Lauren Weber from Edmonton and Corey Gaskin from Red Deer. So 3 great goalies that are going to be putting on quite the display of goaltending.
I'm looking forward to seeing just how they react. Yeah, I'm looking at the warm-up, say, okay, here's a shot coming. It goes wide, but the goalie, you can see they're kind of poised to be hit. And yet, I'm going to look and look for their athleticism as well. They'll hear the puck, and they'll react to that. Will they react to what they hear as well?
Yes. So it's going to be a little difficult today, as we do have over 500 screaming students here, but that's what it's all about, getting the kids out to the game. But we do always encourage the students to kind of quiet down during the game, which allows the players to really focus on the puck. Communication is huge in blind hockey. So not only are the goalies listening for the puck, but they're also listening for their own defense players. They're also listening for their coach to help allocate potentially what side of the ice the puck might be on. So it's really important that the goalies are really tuned into the game. And you'll be able to notice that throughout the game. You'll also notice some goalies listen through the side. So you'll see them tilt their head a little bit. So they're using their ears to really create that accent of the hearing.
Well, you talk about the communication. We talk about that with our sock ice coaches and the players, and you're adapting as the game goes on. We won our game last night in the final 20 seconds, and you can
Quite
see
the game, I must tell you, a big win.
What was big for us, we're now 10-1, the Richmond Sock Ice, and we played the second place team, and getting right down to that last minute, communication was huge for us because the players that were out there had to know what the coaches wanted.
Yes.
Same for here, I imagine.
Oh yeah, communication is massive for us. I can't emphasize how important communication is, even to the point when we are briefing new officials, new refs. Encourage them to really over-communicate because that doesn't hurt in our community, right? Really emphasizing offside, icing. As I mentioned, there is a wide range of visual impairment on the ice. So what one player might have the opportunity and ability to see, that might not be the same for another player.
Yeah.
So we really help and emphasize with communicating where they are on the ice and also what they're doing, right? They might not know yet, as this is a brand new arena, first time we've ever played in this arena. Some might not know how close the benches are to where they are on the ice. So it's going to take some time to get familiar here, but I'm excited for it.
Quick question. Is the timing stoppages the same as a ordinary hockey game, or is it a little different? Is it running time? How is the game timed?
So this will be running time. It is a regional tournament. We do have kind of different variations for tournaments. Regionals here, it'll be running time 20 minutes, but it's going to be a fast 20 minutes. It's going to be an exciting 20 minutes. I believe there will be floods between each period just to give these players the rest that they need out there.
What's on average the score of one of your games? Is it high scoring, low scoring?
I guess it depends which team showed up that day, really, right? So it is called blind hockey, but it is as noticeable as traditional hockey as possible. We do have a few different variations. For example, another difference is our nets. As you can take a quick look at them here.
3 feet.
3 feet in height compared to the 4 feet, right? We started off playing this sport with 4-foot net heights, right?
Your website's great, by the way.
Oh.
I learned a lot really quickly, especially about what you're talking about now with the 3-foot net.
Yeah, well, hey, kudos to our marketing manager, Mel Carey, on the website. You know, that is a very important learning tool for all outreach, right? So the reason the nets are a foot shorter is when the puck is in the air, it makes very minimal noise.
That's right.
So when we had the traditional nets, we did have very high-scoring games, 11-9, 13-8, and that really didn't depict the game, but it also didn't depict the sport, right?
Yes.
So in talking to the goalies, our main source of inspiration, our key stakeholders, we don't make any decisions ourselves as a Canadian Blind Hockey team and a board. It is all made upon the voice of the players, right? This is their sport. We're just here to help it grow and help push the envelope forward.
Their
right?
feedback must be huge for you.
It's massive, really, right? Like myself, I'm fully sighted, so I couldn't really put myself in the position to understand what they can see or what they're able to see on the ice. So we really focus on them, what works for them.
Well, I think, I don't have very good vision myself, but, it's a blessing to have 2,200. The challenge that the players have in not just hockey, but around that, it's impressive. And I'm so excited to see it. We're looking now out in the ice at what will be our opening ceremonies. We've got a red carpet out there. There's two officials there by the scorer's bench. The team black lined up in Canucks jerseys to our left, and to our right, team yellow. A couple of the players we might take a note of: Luca Berendre, Scarlett Dorn. On the yellow, Dougie Dow, Graham Foxcroft, Andrew Gourlay, Corbin Johnson, Brian Mackey. We've got Curtis Ruddle, Vincent Vezina, Solomon Chowdhury, Sean Heslip, David Johnson, and John T., the goalie. Gary Steeves. Coach of the yellow team is Joey Alley. So that's the yellow team lined up to your right, pounding their sticks on the ice to get this started.
Yeah, and I look forward to sharing a little bit about every one of those players that you just mentioned throughout this broadcast, because not only are they great blind hockey players, but to me they're better people, and they've really helped push this sport across.
This is great. So we can tune in and maybe perhaps hear the arena announcer talking about our opening ceremonies, which are getting underway now. We've got some cameras out on the ice.
Yes, we've got Executive Director Matt Morrow with the microphone, and he's got a special announcement to make here with a brand new partnership that Canadian Blind Hockey is honored to announce.
Thank you, Luca. We'll name the black players once we get the opening ceremony started, and then we can start calling our game. Lots of cameras on the ice. And we'll listen in. I'm going to sit.
And Matt Morrow has just described to the crowd here on hand that the Vancouver Canucks and the Canucks for Kids are our newest partner here in British Columbia as they help grow the parasport of blind hockey for children, youth, and adults here in British Columbia. A truly remarkable announcement for the organization that we are honored to partner with such a legendary organization in the NHL. We have two of our youth participants skating with the brand new Canucks blind hockey logo on the ice, and these children and youth are thrilled to be part of the Canucks blind hockey family.
Well, they're wearing Canucks uniforms. 55 years of Canucks tradition in the NHL, and now they're a primary sponsor with you, and a connection that I'm sure will be great for your organization as time goes by.
It's going to be a very important partnership for our organization. These children and youth, they deserve the world, and we're so happy to be able to partner with the Canucks on this and give these children and youth the opportunity, just like every other Canadian, to play the game they love in their backyard.
Well, this is a great backyard to play in. Minoru Arena has been around a very long time. The Sockeyes have played here for 53 years, but they've never had an event like this one.
No, and great partnership we've been able to develop this weekend with the Sockeyes and yourselves Will has been incredible. The team has been great. We're looking forward to coming to Saturday's game as a group. Excited for that, and kudos to you guys last night. Big win at home, going 10-1, so keep that streak going.
20.8 seconds left. We didn't expect to avoid overtime, but we did. Good play by Quinn Orr, and it turned into a win for us. So we're going to be finishing off the ceremonies and getting into the game in a short time. Matt Morrow has made his announcement, which is fantastic news. We can see some coaches on the far side of the arena, on the player benches. We've got some junior players holding the flags at center ice, setting up the event. And there is the yellow team, likely the captain of the team, number 96, Corbin Johnson. And from the other side, we have number 43, Ruby Coleman, wearing Quinn Hughes' number, by the way. Not a bad choice.
No, pretty good number she selected out here. She's a very, very special hockey player herself. Great story she's got. And now
I'm
a very
looking forward to
special
your stories.
Oh, yes, I got plenty of stories. We've got a very special person here to drop the puck.
And who is that?
We've got Fred Brathwaite coming out. And we've also got another very important special guest whose name needs no introduction in this city.
Fred Brathwaite, I know. We met again today for the first time in many years.
And here is Kirk McLean.
Kirk McLean, former Canucks goalie and well-known star of the Canucks. His name is on the Wall of Fame at GM, what used to be GM Place, now Rogers Arena.
And who doesn't love Finn?
And there's Finn. Oh, that rug is looking a little slippery, believe me. Finn's a great mascot for the Canucks. Gets all over the community. Charity events like this. Finn does a great job.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of just meeting Finn in the hallway just before getting up here. Went to go shake his hand, and of course he moved his hand away real quick. I guess that is the mascot thing to do.
Is that what you, I didn't know that. I've seen mascot races, but not handshakes. It's nice to see Kirk McLean out there.
Yes, had the chance to speak to him earlier and share a little bit about blind hockey, and you know, he's excited to be here, and we're excited to have him here, really, right?
Well, we can't go any farther without making sure we reintroduce Steve Erickson. Steve's normally a play-by-play broadcaster. He's on camera. He interviewed Kirk McLean earlier, shared his insights with Steve for Steve's website. The game is being broadcast on Sports Wave, Steve Erickson's website, and we're grateful for that connection.
Yeah, you know, I had a chance, when you were talking earlier on, I had a chance to talk to Kurt earlier on about the involvement, not just with this, but also with the involvement with the Canucks in the community. And that's the one thing that we're pretty gracious about in the Lower Mainland here, and probably no different from back in Toronto with the Maple Leafs. The alumni get involved in the community, and if they don't get involved, the community's not going to support them.
Yeah, alumni is great across the league, right? From the NHL alumni to specific teams alumni. You know, you give so much to the game, you want to give back to it after. It gave so much to you, you want to be able to contribute to the game, right? So it's important to have them here. It's important to have these leaders as part of our community. But really, what we look at for at Canadian Blind Hockey is it shows that we're all here to help grow the game. Right?
You know, it's funny just to jump in. You're talking about Rod Brathwaite down there. Rod's brother, so he used to play with Ottawa.
Yep. Oh, there's Finn doing a little gritty.
Well, Finn made it off the ice safely, and that's good. That red carpet will be pulled back very soon. We'll get underway. We've got about, I think, 13 players on each team with goalies. 3 goalies in the building for us today. They'll share ice time, I'm certain.
The question I was asked Steve earlier on is, where do all the players come from? Are they all across Canada, or how does that work?
Yeah, so before the anthems begin, I'll just explain that real quick. We do have players from across Canada. We got representation here from Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and British Columbia. And now we'll have a playing of the national anthem.
All right, everyone, looking forward to the first period. It'll be running time on the scoreboard, 20-minute periods. We should see plenty of goals, but that running time will mean that we won't get a lot of breaks, but we'll jump in. We've got Luca as our color broadcaster, giving his tremendous insight into Canadian blind hockey. He'll be telling stories about each of the players as we go along and giving us insight into the game itself. We know this is our first game, the Richmond Sockeyes broadcast team, in sharing this with you, but Luca's, a really important partner today. And Luca, what are you looking for most of all?
Biggest thing I'm looking forward to is finally kicking off the season. This is our first event of the year. The puck is about to drop on the 2025-2026 blind hockey season, and we couldn't be more excited at Canadian Blind Hockey to drop the puck this weekend on such an amazing display that we are about to witness. You've got many skilled players on the ice here on both teams representing black and yellow, and it looks like to take the opening face-off here for Team Black, they've got national team player Dante Giamaroli, and on Team Yellow, it looks like they've got a Vancouver Eclipse legend and veteran in Graham Foxcroft.
Graham Foxcroft of yellow wins the opening faceoff and drops the puck back. Oh, the puck passed there. Deep in the yellow end. Puck behind the net, in the corner now. So we've got a couple of players along the boards. Pushing the puck up is Mackey. Mackey gets the puck out to center. Going back in the end is Giamaroli, who dumps the puck down into the yellow end. Going back into the corner is T. T has it, and we have an icing. So face off back down in the black end of the ice.
And
so quick start. Go ahead, Luca.
One of the things very quickly I wanted to mention right there is you saw Giamaroli make a pass across to Provin. At that point, Provin received the pass. And for all the viewers and listeners online right now, you heard a high-pitched whistle. That whistle is an indication from the referee that the pass is good. We call that the pass whistle. What that does now to the defensive team and the goalies, it lets them know that the offensive team now has the chance to shoot and score.
So the pass whistle is really key for the goalies to hear, to know that the shots may be coming.
And just to jump in for both of you real quick, I see the referee on the icing call. He is shaking the puck so the players can hear it.
Exactly. That lets the players know what circle the face-off will be taking place in.
So we've got Gourlay for the yellow, loses the face-off. It's back to the defense. A couple of numbers are different. We'll have to adapt to that. But we've got Mackey back there. Now it's come back to the point. Quilty is at the point, coming out of the corner. Black, there's a shot off the side of the net by Giamaroli, behind the net. Amanda Probin has it. Back out. A puck went by Adam Quilty, and now you've got yellow with a chance in front of the black net. That gets blocked, and the black team moves the puck out. Chasing it down the ice with a chance is Amanda Probin. Probin goes along the boards and dumps the puck behind the net. Probin is still chasing the puck. Giamaroli gets it. The puck comes across in front of the yellow net, and the puck is shot out by yellow by Mackey. Puck's at center ice now. Barney Press was checked off the puck. And for yellow team, Vincent Vezina, a great hockey name for sure. Vezina dumps it into the end, the black end. Dustin Butterfield gets possession behind his own net. Shoots the puck around the boards. Intercepting it is Dougie Dow at the point. Dow digs it out. There's the puck right in front of the black net. Good chance for Corbin. But that's blocked. Back down to the yellow end to Sean Heslop. Heslop along the boards to Dougie Dow, who dumps it in. Dow's chasing the puck, loses it in the face-off circle, and eventually it's pushed out to center ice. Andrew Gourlay dumps the puck in. Actually, that was Sean Heslop. Number 44 is behind the net, Mark Bentz. The puck comes right in front of the net now, but it's cleared away quickly. Good effort by Adam Kugler-Sprayson to get it out. Now we've got a breakaway for Kugler-Sprayson. He's coming in.
He needs to make a pass.
And no pass was made. We didn't hear the whistle. As I saw on the website, breakaways don't happen They need that pass. And there's Romo Crescini dumping the puck in. For the yellow team, Corbin Johnson's got control of it. The puck comes near the yellow net, almost in their own net, as a matter of fact. And now Corbin Johnson brings the puck out. Gradually, I'll learn the names a little better. Thank you for bearing with me. Luca DeRoche crossing the blue line. There wasn't a pass there. Cuts in front of the yellow net. It's intercepted. Chasing the puck down.
Eli Bomers. Quick to
Eli
the puck.
Bomers had it behind the net, Luca. It's now come out over the yellow blue line, out to center ice. Chasing the puck down is Curtis Ruddle. Curtis Ruddle's got it and dumps it in front of the net to Graham Foxcroft, who shoots the puck just wide. First real solid shot at a net in this game, almost in the net. Good effort. Chasing the puck down on the corner. Curtis Ruddle again. Curtis Ruddle has had a really good shift in this one. Number 6, Luca DeRoche crosses the blue line, working in towards the yellow net. There's a shot on goal and a great save at the yellow net. And now we have a chance for Aiden Quilty. The puck is frozen near the yellow net for a face-off.
Big save by Gary Steves there. Hometown boy there. Stood on his head there to make that one after not seeing any action at all the first 6 minutes here. So it's been some back and forth action. It's going to take a little bit for the nerves, I think, to get out of the system here for these players. And it's also the first blind hockey game they've all played this season, right?
Wow.
So I expect this to slow down a little bit here, and we'll really be in for a nice display of blind hockey here. Looks like we got Gourlay versus Giamaroli, two very highly skilled players here that you're going to see line matched.
Giamaroli gets the face-off to the side, gets possession of the puck. Now the puck is in front of the net. We've got Amanda Provin, who shoots just wide. Puck behind the net now to Giamaroli. Giamaroli looks to be a really skilled player. Passes the puck. Ruby Coleman takes a shot, and again, it's covered up by Steves, the goalie. Another nice play. Gary Steves has shone in the last couple of minutes with 2 or 3 nice saves, Luca.
Yes, and you touched on Giamaroli there, a very skilled player. Dante Giamaroli is one of the most skilled players I have ever had the privilege of witnessing play this game. He was the youngest player to ever make the Canadian national blind hockey team at 15 years old. From Edmonton, so you know he's got a player that wears number 97 he looks up to in that city.
I wonder who that might be, Connor. Because there's a shot from the point from Mark Bentz. It's blocked. Giamaroli again keeps the puck in, makes a nice pass across to Ruby Coleman. Puck shot behind the net. Now it's in the corner. The black team has had most of the possession in the last little bit. We're 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes into the first period. Puck along the boards. There's another nice pass across to Coleman in front of the net. Goes over to the boards. Coleman's got the puck again. What a beautiful pass across. Couldn't quite connect with Amanda Provin. This is a really good line with Provin and Giamaroli and Coleman. Now chasing the puck down is Andrew Gourlay. He's got the puck in the corner. I'm sure there's this communication, Luca, to locate the players to say, where are my teammates?
Yes, you are 100% correct. Communication is so key, as we touched on in the pregame here, but it's also sometimes over stick handling might help your teammates as they're able to hear the puck.
I see. And that hearing that puck, those ball bearings rattling around inside the metal puck, is a crucial element of this game. We'll go back to some of the rules between periods, but here's a puck being chased back. Some players fully blind, some partially sighted, across the spectrum, as you so nicely shared with us to start this event. Puck out at center ice. 5 players beside an open door on the bench, so we'll have to watch out for that. But really, look at this. Ice skills are really no different than any other hockey game I've covered. Good solid play at both ends. Puck goes down into the corner. You've got Aiden Quilty behind the net, and he's about to bring the puck out. Aiden passes it up.
AKS has some time and space here, but
AKS.
he needs help. A little nickname I came up with him when he was 10 years old.
Adam Kugler-Sprayson, AKS. We'll call him that. Oh, the puck is frozen by Steves. I think we'll have another face-off in the yellow team
It looks
end.
like we've got a goal here.
Did the puck go in the net? We couldn't really tell.
It It looks like the referee had indicated a goal, but they're both going to meet now.
We couldn't really see the puck go in the net.
I saw the referee point to the net, blew the whistle, but he still pointed. So I'm guessing they're having a discussion about, is it or isn't it? It's a game-time decision right now.
It's 50-50, Steve Erickson.
Yeah, it looked like the pass was made, so if they're determining if it was the pass or if it snuck in, looks like a couple of players are there to plead their case here.
It's being pleaded on both sides. Now we're in a court of law.
So who's going to win?
Yeah, I think it's the best case that you can put forward to the referees.
Yeah.
There's two officials there trying to sort that out. I get the feeling there's no goal.
No goal, and the face-off's being brought out there. Good job on the refs getting that sorted out and communicating on that. And, of course, you got one of the national team coaches there, Canadian National Blind Hockey Team goalie coach Joey Ali, talking to the refs, as he's been known to do throughout a game or two in his career here with blind hockey.
We should jump in and make mention. Joey's from Langley, does an awful lot with the Langley junior teams out there.
Yes, he does. And he's also got a pretty big announcement himself this weekend that I'm sure he'll be excited to share with what's going on in his professional career here.
That's a nice award for him.
Yes.
All right, back to the game. We've got a face-off between Barney Press and Corbin Johnson, just outside the yellow team's blue line. So we're 10 minutes in, we're halfway through the first period. The scoreboard shows 1-0, but I don't believe the goal should count.
Yeah, we'll take that off the scoreboard. Kudos to the refs. This is their first time reffing a blind hockey game, so it's going to take some time to get used to it. But, hey, we're all here to have fun and showcase the sport.
Barney Press dumps it in. On defense, Sean Heslip clears the puck up the boards, back into the black end, where it's picked up by Aiden Quilty. Puck shot in by Scarlett Dorn behind the black team net. And now we're going to have the puck carried out. There's a pass across the blue line. That pass to Barney Press, the puck is taken away by Corbin Johnson. Corbin Johnson's name we've called an awful lot, Luca. Pretty good player from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, and also a dedicated player in the community, right? He's also the Victoria Canucks blind hockey team program coordinator. So his dedication is what's helped lead this sport in Victoria, and along with a new partnership from the Vancouver Canucks.
Well, Corbin Johnson's got the puck behind the net, passes it out to the
Pass
right
was
to Scarlett
not
Dorn.
made. It
No?
touched the stick of a black player, so it must be a clean pass for the referee to blow the whistle.
Yeah, there's a clean pass. We heard the whistle. You perhaps can hear it on our
There you go,
broadcast.
right on cue.
Dougie Dow dumps the puck in, and Dow still has the puck. Shoots it towards the net, but it's blocked on the way to the net by Mark Bentz. So the puck behind the net. Now, AKS as you call him, he's taken away. The puck is taken away by Dougie Dow. Dougie Dow's doing some good forechecking, dumps the puck in. There's Scarlett Dorn chasing it down, shoots the puck behind the net. Yellow team with a little pressure now in the black end. But the puck is picked up by Luca DeRoche, a very good skater from what I've seen.
Smooth skating.
Oh, just tremendous skills right there. There's a two-person chase for the puck behind the net. Graham Foxcroft gets it right in front of the net. Now we have a chance, but that's cleared away. Puck's still in front of the black team net and now dumped outside the blue line. Player change at the yellow end and dump back. And there's the puck in possession of Shauman Chowdhury.
David Johnson here playing the parasport of blind hockey for the first time in a while. He was one of our first ever participants in 2013 when Canadian Blind Hockey hosted our first ever children and youth camp out here in Burnaby.
Very good. I need your help. Number 57's not on our list.
That'd be David Johnson.
Is that David? Oh, 57. I got it. We're good.
With those nice Las Vegas Golden Knight gloves.
Thank you, Luca. Puck behind the net. David Johnson has it and shoots it around the boards. Past the defenseman at the point, Rob Baldeo. First time we've called Rob's name. Playing right defense for the black team.
You can count on Rob being a good stay-at-home defenseman.
John T. keeps the puck in. There's a really nice play from Graham Foxcroft, who goes to the net, but is taken down. Oh, we're waiting for Graham to get up.
I think that might have been a little case of Amanda Provin thinking she was going to get called for a penalty.
There wasn't one called, though, although it looked like it might have been, put it that way. There's Amanda Provin bringing the puck in. That's a tough line with Provin, Gimaroli, and Coleman.
Oh.
What a nice play by Foxcroft. Breaking through. The whistle for the pass was made. A lovely shot there from Curtis Ruddle, but just wide. Puck's along the boards, and now chasing it is Gimaroli, who really moves.
He needs help. He needs support.
Gimaroli, there's a pass. And I heard the whistle.
Pass is good.
Pass is good. Puck comes out over the blue line. Past Rob Baldeo. And there's Gimaroli with the puck. Again, Gimaroli all over the ice so far. Okay, we're looking for the pass. Right in front, the pass to Coleman. Just missed. Puck on the boards. Now in front of the net to Gimaroli. Falls. Couldn't quite make the play. Almost. And now it's a one-on-one. We're looking for the pass now that we've got the puck in that end. Vincent Vezina. There's the pass. There's the whistle. But you've got Ruby Coleman intercepting and clearing the zone. Out to center ice. Andrew Gourlay with the puck. Picked up again by Gimaroli. Shoots the puck in the net, and the yellow team going back. The black team going off for a change. 5 minutes to go in the first period. No score. We have come close. We had one goal waved off. 2 or 3 shots on each net, so it's been a great effort so far. And there's a shot and a goal. Beautiful shot from right in front of the net by Barney Press.
Got Aiden Quilty to Barney Press, and Team Black is on the board. That one's going to count. You can't take that one back.
So that would be Barney Press from Quilty with 4:57 left in the first period. 1-0 for Team Black. Beautiful shot from about 20 feet out in front of the net, Luca. You know, the goalie, it's tough for a goalie to see a shot like that, of course, at any time, let alone
the
today.
toughest is also the reaction, right? Because that was the pass and the shot at the same time. So the pass whistle and the shot on net were simultaneously there, which makes it a little more difficult for the goalie.
I'm getting used to this pass rule now. There's the pass. Started to look for it. You've got the puck in possession of Adam Kugler-Sprayson, and now back over to Aiden Quilty. Aiden Quilty takes a shot at the net. Blocked. Another effort near the net by Barney Press. Barney Press has really stood out in the last couple of minutes. And the puck frozen. Another nice save for Gary Steeves. So we've got probably about 5 or 6 shots on goal by Team Black and maybe 2 or 3 by Team Yellow. 1-0 for Team Black with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. First period. Here in Minoru Arena with Luca and Steve Erickson and Steve Daniel. Happy to broadcast this game for you. Yellow team wins the faceoff, and it's behind the net to Sean Heslip. Heslip clears the zone. Now we've got a break. We're looking for the pass. Intercepted. Nice play by Luca DeRoche to pick the puck off. And now back to Sean Heslip. Heslip, a left-handed player, moving the puck over the blue line out to center. Makes a couple of really nice moves. Now looking for that pass that we all need. There it is. There's the whistle. Puck behind the net with Corbin Johnson. Nice pass from Corbin Johnson. The shot goes in the net.
And we've got a goal.
We've got a goal from Sean Heslip. A beautiful shot from about 45 feet, straight out in front, right on the City of Richmond logo. Now we've got a 1-1 tie.
Sean Heslip, a former member of the Canadian National Blind Hockey Team. He's got a knack for scoring goals and big goals, and he's got an incredible shot. A very hard shot, and one thing we worked with Sean when he was part of the national team program was just shoot the puck, Sean. You got to shoot to score. You can't score if you don't shoot, and you know what? That's a prime example right there.
Well, Sean Heslip gets credit for the goal, a beautiful shot from 45 feet. Credit that assist, though. A really nice play to Corbin Johnson to set it up, and they made their pass in the offensive zone. And we've got some discussion with officials over at the bench, just clearing before the goal goes up on the board. We've got the scorekeeper just in front of us here, kind of waving at the benches to find out what's going on. The score hasn't gone up there yet, but it should shortly. And now one of the officials has come to the scorer's bench just down below us to kind of sort out perhaps the scoring play. But we had it as Heslip from Johnson.
I think the issue is the pass whistle right now. It seems like it's not loud enough for the players to hear on the ice. Could be a dying battery. It could be a cold arena.
Look, I went into the room with all the equipment in it this morning to look at various hats and pucks and everything, and I saw that whistle. It's very unique. Can you maybe in between periods, tell us about that kind of special equipment. Okay, we've got the puck in front of that, just shot wide by Andrew Gourlay. Puck around behind in the corner at Brian Mackey, trying to center the puck, but it's intercepted. Once again, by who else? Gimeroli. Breaks down over the side, now looking for the pass before it can be an offensive chance. Coleman dumped, and the puck cleared out by Team Yellow.
Great diving play by Sean Eastlip there to defend that pass. You'll see a lot of players defend the pass. So if you're wondering why is there nobody skating with the player who has the puck, well, in the offensive zone, until that player makes the pass, they're really not a threat. So you'll always see the defense veer off to the players on the ice that do not have the puck.
That is different than what we face in the other kinds of hockey, but I can see that because they're the people who have to get that pass to make it legal.
Correct.
Now we've got a face-off with 1 minute to go in the first period. The clock has stopped until, I think they're going to play the last minute of each period, probably a stop time, which is great. So one's on the scoreboard, first period, 1-1 with 1 minute to go. Number 71 in the face-off circle, Dante Gimeroli, facing off against, I believe it's Corbin Johnson. There's a nice save by Steves again off the face-off. The puck was right between the face-off circle, so a shot from 30 feet that Steves handles.
And that's
really
also
well.
very rare to see a clean face-off and a pass all in one sequence like that. So good on Gimeroli and Provin. It looks like they've got some early chemistry as they have played together before.
Well, I can rely on that old joke about you know all that can be known about this sport. Steve and I know the rest.
There you go.
Black team now with the puck in front of the yellow net. Nice play there from David Johnson to break that up. But now you have a shot just wide from Barney Press. Puck along the boards with 30 seconds to go in the period. Back out to Aiden Quilty, and now it's intercepted. Oh, and that well could be a penalty, right? No penalty call. Inadvertent trip. The puck back up to Barney Press. Looking for someone to pass to here, of course. And it's passed to Aiden Quilty, who gets a shot away. The referee waves it off.
Hits the post.
Hit the post. We got less than 5 seconds in the period. And in fact, that is the end of the first period of this game. A great game so far after 20 minutes of play. Luca, what's your first impressions of what you've seen?
Yeah, first impressions are, everybody came to play. Look at a couple players that definitely maybe have had a little bit more touches on the puck early, such as a Dante Gimeroli and a Barney Press and Amanda Provin for Team Black. Also looking at, Graham Foxcroft, Andrew Gourlay.
And on our screen there, Luca, there's Steves, the goalie. Gary Steves made several nice saves in that period. And you've got John T. with him going off the ice right now to the bench. You have a good look at the yellow team bench. Players going off for a rest. That's a strenuous activity, that first period. That was really hard played. You can see them leaving the ice now under the Daniel Family Foundation. Some of our sponsors, you can see their signs as you go off, the Canucks Kids Foundation. Great sponsors to make this event what it is, Luca.
Yeah, that was a great 20 minutes, and we've got 2 more periods of that in store, followed by 2 more games. So we're just getting started. As you touched on, Canadian Blind Hockey is not possible without all the support of our program partners, national program partners, and sponsors. CNIB Foundation, Daniel Family Foundation, Electra Health, Mannion, and of course, our brand new partner with the Canucks for Kids and Vancouver Canucks.
All right, I think we're going to go on camera and talk a little bit about the first
let
period.
me do my hair real quick.
Oh, well, I'm just going to move my chair out of the way. All right, let's talk, Luca, about what you saw. In a way, it looked like the black team dominated a little bit with the skill of Gimeroli. That line of Gimeroli and Coleman really stood out, and Amanda Provin. They look like very skilled hockey players.
Yeah, 3 great hockey players. And Ruby Coleman, she's new to the scene. She's only been playing blind hockey now for about 3 years. This is going to be her 3rd season, so she's a very dedicated player, wants to continue to develop her craft out there, right? And of course, it comes a little bit easier when you're playing with someone of the skill of Dante Gimeroli. He's there to set you up and really look for you on the ice. So continue to look for that line out there to cause some trouble against Team Yellow. But you know what? A line that's been very impressive for me has been the Kurgler, Sprayson, AKS, Barney Press, and I believe they've been out there with Eli Bomers. So that's another line for Team Black, but you can't count out Team Yellow with Gary Steves just making some huge saves for them. And of course, they do have Andrew Gourlay, Graham Foxcroft, and Sean Heaslip leading that charge, along with Corbin Johnson that's got a pretty good opportunity and chances in the first period.
Well, let's look at the scoring summary for the period. 1-1. The first goal of the game by Team Black was Barney Press from Quilty with about 4:50 to go in the first period. We got running time. That set up a 1-0 score for Black. Team Yellow tied it. Sean Hislop scoring from Corbin Johnson, and that came with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the period. So it really set us up. I would say Black probably had about 60 to 70% of the play, Luca.
Yeah, they also had a goal that was called back. So would be interesting to know what the reason of that was. But as I said, you can't count them all, and if they don't deserve to be counted, you got to take it back. So it could have been that maybe the pass whistle, the pass rule, they're still learning and developing, the refs. But I personally didn't see it as a goal. I was kind of shocked when I did see the ref point that it was a goal. So I think they're all learning, we're all learning, but we're here to just have some fun.
Well, as closely as we watch, you said you didn't see it as a goal. I, as the play-by-play, didn't see it because the puck was behind a lot of the players, even though the puck is 5.5 inches wide or diameter. And what an innovation to be able to hear. Let's talk about this equipment now, if you wouldn't mind, just sharing your insight into the different pieces that make this game easier to play.
Yeah, so there are 3 major adaptations. You know, the puck being a big one. Most importantly for our group, the puck is what makes this sport accessible, right? We then touched on the net. The traditional nets are 4 feet in height. Our blind hockey nets are 3 feet in height. And then the pass whistle, the pass rule, which is something new for traditional hockey fans to learn and develop it as they watch this game, right? But it's very important. It makes this game played on a level playing field. You know, John Maroli could pick up the puck from behind his net like Connor McDavid and go end to end, right? But that's not going to really get his teammates involved.
He's got to get that pass.
You have to make that pass. So I know a couple times this first period we've seen some lone rush breakaways, right? And there's different coaching theories and tactics behind that. Do you skate with it, and do you stop and wait for a teammate to come join you? I've got my own coaching tactics about that. So does our national team coach, Paul Cairns. There really is no wrong way to do it, right? You just really need to get that support, make that pass, and then go do what we all love to do, and that's shoot to score.
Well, you talked about coaching and coaching techniques. Now, what's different right off the top in your coaching in terms of puck movement and strategy? What I know that pass rule is, of course, at top of the list. And for me as a caller of this game, that took a little bit of getting used to because you're used to players going to the net with a puck. What's different about coaching that skill?
Coaching that skill is different for the fact that you have to know your players. So knowing a little bit about your players, knowing a little bit about their vision, their visual impairment, their vision classification, that helps you as a coach to understand your player, right? To learn a little bit about them, to know potentially maybe they might see more out of one eye than the other. So you want to make sure they're on the correct wing to help them and use the vision that they do have to really help them on the ice, right? So coaching is important here. It all goes back to communication, really, right? Communicating as much as possible. Myself as a coach here, I really like it when a player almost over-exaggerates their stick handling, right? Continue to stick handle. That's going to make the puck make noise, which is going to help your teammates track it. Of course, it also helps the defense team track it, but as the opposition, you're only worried about your team at that moment, right? You also look to try to get the puck as deep as possible, right?
So you're looking at different skills in each player. Each player is nowhere near the same. They've got different vision levels, different experience, different abilities, just basic hockey abilities as well. I know in calling this game, you can see some players are really good at moving the puck, others less so. And combining those skills into a team strategy must be tough as a coach.
You hit the nail on the head, but it's a team sport. So there's not one player here that could achieve greatness themselves. They do need to achieve it as a team, right? Together, everyone achieves more, and that's one kind of phrase of team that my father instilled in both my brother and I as young kids, and I think it hits the nail on the head when it comes to blind hockey. You really need your team to be a unit on and off the ice to help grow on the sport here.
We as the Richmond Sockeyes, at the beginning of our broadcast, Steve and I, we always share keys to the game, and that's kind of my part of it. And the keys to the game for me last night were, that kind of teamwork. Ooh, hope the person on the ice is okay. I think they seem to be okay. And look at our whole roster and our whole team commitment. I kind of called it last night, nothing else matters. In other words, we as a group are what matters.
Yeah.
And it's not a singular thing. It's what you can do as a unit, as he just said, Luca.
Yeah, it's so important for us. We really emphasize how important it is to be a part of a team here. For a lot of these participants, they've never been part of a team in their life until they were able to join the blind hockey community.
I think Steve's got a...
I do. I just one question because a lot of people, normally we're used to hearing the coaches go in the room and have a talk. What would the coaches be talking to the teams between periods right now?
Coaching right now, if I had to guess, Joey Ali, he's got energy for days, so he's probably jumping up and down in that room with his team, letting them know we're in this, we got them right where we want them. You look at Philip Giamaroli, a little more controlled, probably going to certain players, asking how's the game moving for you out there? You okay in the position that you're playing? Is there another position that you feel might benefit you a little bit more, right? So right now there's probably a lot of coaching going on in that room, just really breaking into the scene. It's the first period intermission, so there's a lot more room for improvement from both teams, which I'm sure the coaches are emphasizing.
I've talked to Joey a while, and I've known Joey for a while. You alluded to the award that he got, the presentation last night. Tell us about it, because it's well-deserved.
Yeah, no, I told him I flew all the way from Toronto here for that last night, right? So it was an amazing experience. Good on him. We were able to attend the Museum of Surrey, where he does have some artifacts of his that are on display in the museum. So huge kudos to him for what he's done in helping to not only grow blind hockey, but grow his goaltending school, his love for the game, his passion for his game, and the commitment for the game. Joey Ali is an incredible individual, a great friend of mine. If it wasn't for this sport, I'm not sure I'd have the opportunity to call him a brother of mine. And I think it's so important to be able to have the chance to show our support as Canadian Blind Hockey for what he's accomplished and what he continues to accomplish. And he does have a couple more very important announcements to make this weekend, so I'll leave that to him. I won't take his spotlight, but we are very honored and lucky to have him as part of our family.
Well, I think those connections between the players and the coaches, if you look around this arena, for example, there's a lot of banners in it, and if you look at the lists of players, you'll often see one of those parents as the head coach or assistant coach. I can see that right here with Jim Maroli, Philip, and, right there, that connection to your player, that's 100%. We're looking for our kids to succeed. And that is the same around this whole arena. But look at that first period with Dante and how much he dominated the play.
Yeah, Philip Giamaroli, a great coach. Super important in our organization. He helps me with our national team program. He leads our regional training hub out in Alberta, where he gets members from our national team on the ice, puts them through a high-level skill training session. So that's something that we're continuing to push the envelope in Alberta, as it's become a real hotbed for some of our highly skilled players, from Jason Uhak, Tristan Lindbergh, Liam O'Callahan, Dante Giamaroli. The list goes on, and you know what? Dante's got a little brother, Lorenzo. I know he's at home watching. Wishes he could be here. Unfortunately, broke his leg a few weeks ago. But Giamaroli, the family there, just dedicated individuals. Couldn't say enough good things about them, and super honored to have Philip behind a bench. But if you think Dante's got skill, wait till you see Lorenzo out on the ice.
Well, that's why I wanted to point out that family connection, because, pushing your kids to do well at anything is really important, and you see it throughout this building. We've got a minute to go in our intermission. We have a one-all tie.
Speaking of kids, can I just give a shout-out to my little girl at home watching, Bianca. So, hey, Bianca, just wanted to say hi. Hope you have a good day. Make sure you're listening to Mommy. But, yeah, our family's everything, and you know what? This community has become a family from coast to coast to coast. Canadian Blind Hockey, that's one thing that we really take pride in.
Well, you're here working with Steve Erickson of Sports Wave on the camera. Steve Daniel here. I work for the Canadian Football League. We're here volunteering our time with you. We've got about 30 seconds to go before we start again. The players are coming back on the ice now. We have a one-all tie. A couple of great goals in that period. And now, as we go through this broadcast, we're learning the rules of Canadian Blind Hockey even more and more as we see the play unfold.
Can I give a couple shout-outs as my phone's blowing up from people that are watching?
Of course, your
from back home and around the world, to be honest, right? We've got a few viewers out in Finland right now. We've also got Joey Cabral from Toronto, a goalie. We've got Looks like some family and friends out there in Alberta that are cheering on Barney Press. Of course, a couple national team members cheering on Dante Giamaroli, telling him to make sure he buries one. Yeah, and I'll keep that up throughout the game. So definitely, if you're watching, feel free to tag us on X, Facebook, Instagram. Show your support, and we'll make sure that we're able to give you a shout out on the broadcast.
Well, welcome back to the second period.
We should jump in, Steve, and make mention that we've got 2 more games, too, tomorrow and Sunday as well, both noon hour starts.
Yes, we've got games Friday, Saturday, and Sunday here in Minoru Arena for the Western Regionals in 2025. I believe the last regional was in 2023, according to the website.
You've done your research, you two. I'll give you guys some credit here.
We want to know, and when we do a Sockeyes broadcast, my job is to have stuff to say.
Stuff to say. Well,
Steve calls the play. I say the stuff.
So I've got the stuff to say, I guess, this weekend.
You're the guy.
All right.
So
well, let's see what other stuff I could share this weekend and share this game. There's a lot of stuff. This is a growing community. You know, the parasport of blind hockey has been played since, I believe it's 1937, right, in Brantford, Ontario. So that's a little bit of a history lesson. I'm sure none of us were around for that time, but you know what? It's been really about since 2009 in the forefront that the parasport of blind hockey's been really pushing forward. And, you know, of course, with partnerships such as our partnership with the CNIB Foundation, with the Canucks for Kids now and the Vancouver Canucks, the goal is to get more children and youth and adults who are blind and partially sighted on the ice to play the game, right? So following this game, we've got something that I thoroughly love. It's our Tri-Blind Hockey program that will feature children and youth from local school boards who are going to get to try this parasport of blind hockey.
Well, we're about to start the second period. Here's their face-off. Teams have switched ends.
Teams do not switch ends
in
blind hockey.
They have not. You're right. Thank you for correcting me. Now we've got the puck crossing over the blue line. We're going to look this pass. Puck, Amanda Probin taking it in the corner, pushing it around the outside board. There's the pass. The whistle that we were looking for all game. And a shot from Dante Giamaroli goes wide, over to the boards. And now a breakout. And here's where the sport changes, because you don't have a breakaway. You've got to wait for that teammate to join you. The players without the puck being covered closely, as Luke suggests. There's a pass, not in the offensive zone yet, and back to number 33, John T. T's got the puck in the corner, around the behind the net, behind the yellow net, to Graham Foxcroft. Intercepted by Giamaroli, who passes in front to Amanda Probin. Shot is blocked into the corner. Yellow team has some pretty good defense there. Now the puck coming loose in front of the net, but being cleared in front of from the front of our own net by Sean Heslett. Sean brings the puck in, but there's no pass yet. Can't shoot, of course. Looking for a teammate. Pass intercepted in the black end by Ruby Coleman, who gets the puck out. There's Sean Heslop again with the puck. Sean seems to have had the puck most of the game, along with Dante Giamaroli. Puck in behind the net and picked up by Giamaroli. Looking for another link-to-link rush. Puck is dumped down to the blue line, cleared by David Johnson. Johnson goes back behind the net. The puck is picked up by Shaman Chowdhury.
Solomon, quick shout out. Our player who is not from Canada, Solomon is from Chicago, United States of America. So huge kudos to Solomon for coming over to being part of this tournament.
That puck is deflected according to the official, no pass. Black team maintaining some pressure in the yellow end. There's Luca DeRoche along the boards, but the puck comes out over the blue line. Have to reset after that. Back for the puck is Aiden Quilty. Aiden Quilty at his own blue line. Taken off the puck by Andrew Gourlay. Gourlay breaks into the black end looking for the pass. Beautiful pass back to Vincent Vesna. Back to Gourlay. You hear David Johnson calling for the puck. Puck's along the boards and shot out to center. Chasing it down.
Eli Bolmer's trying to chase out the icing and beats the icing.
Eli Bolmer's a good effort to get to the puck first, or at least the end line. That rules changed to every type of hockey. Now the puck goes across to Luca Berendre and cleared down into the black end, and we have an icing. So we've got just over 3.5 minutes, or almost 3.5 minutes played in this period. Still have a 1-1 tie. Second period of Canadian blind hockey, the Western Regionals from Minoru Arena. Maybe let's just take a moment to recognize Blind Hockey Association, the CNIB, Electra Health, the Daniel Family Foundation, and Manion as our sponsors, along with the Canucks Kids Foundation. Puck cleared out to center. There's Rob Baldeo again to Jim Maroli, who carries the puck in, looking for a pass in the offensive end. Puts the puck in front of it and then back to the blue line.
Just missed the stick of Dustin Butterfield.
Dustin Butterfield just missed, and here's Jim Maroli with the puck. Makes a nice move, beats 2 players. But a good effort by Corbin Johnson to stop that offensive rush and clear the zone. Back into the team black end. Starting over is Barney Press. Barney Press with the team black goal in the first period. And now here comes Corbin Johnson yet again with the puck. In the corner, looking for a teammate to pass to. Behind the black net. Puck along the boards.
Pass is good.
And the pass is good and cleared behind the net by Scarlett Dorn. Back out to the blue line now. Offensive chance is still in play. A shot attempt from Sean Heslop. A good one, but wide. And Team Black with the puck, and they'll clear it out. Jim Maroli with the puck. Looking for a pass, of course. We'll hear that whistle. No pass made yet, but here's one right there. Here's the whistle. The key to offensive chances in blind hockey is that whistle. There's a shot attempt toward the net by Aiden Quilty, just wide.
One of the younger players in this tournament from Dundas, Ontario, pride of the Toronto Junior Ice Owls.
I looked at the uniforms of the Ice Owls on the website, one of the websites, and they're pretty sharp. An Ice Owl, I love that name. As the puck is cleared down toward the yellow team end by Aiden Quilty. Dumped out by David Johnson. And there's a pass, and now we have a chance. What a terrific save by Steves off that shot by Amanda Provin from right in front of the net. Yellow team dumps it out. And here's a chase down of the puck by Graham Foxcroft, that's got it. Looking for a teammate to pass to. What a nice pass. Right in 2 shots. Two big shots and 2 big saves off of Curtis Ruddle. Terrific play by Yellow to get a shot like that, but great goaltending from Corey Gaskin.
That's actually Lauren Weber.
They've switched goalies. Now Lauren Weber is in the net for the black team. Thank you, Luca. Behind the net, we've got Amanda Provin again with the puck. Amanda Provin's had a terrific game so far.
Hard worker, Amanda.
Is she ever, Luca? Puck cleared out. Ryan Mackey putting some pressure on there, but there again is Ruby Coleman pushing the puck into the team yellow end. Punked up to center ice. Chased down by who else but Dante Gimaroli. Looking for space here. Breaks in over the yellow line. There's the nice pass. We hear the whistle. Amanda Provin was there to receive it. Now breaking out for Team Yellow's Graham Foxcroft. Dumping the puck back, but intercepted by Team Black. Cleared out. Players come together in a clash of sticks, and there's Dante Gimaroli picking up the loose puck. Brings it in, looking for a teammate. The pass goes astray, and now we've got Yellow team possession, and they clear the zone. Oh, we have a fall by the bench. Amanda Provin taking the puck, Ruby Coleman, dumping the puck in, and there's the pass whistle. That being the key to creating an offensive chance in Canadian blind hockey.
Andrew Gorley flying down the wing.
Oh, yes.
Great skill, great speed.
Gorley, a nice pass across to Vincent Vesna. Doesn't quite connect. Puck dumped out to center ice. Chasing the puck back is Sean Heslop. Changes can be a challenge, I don't doubt, with so many players crowded in such a small area. Yeah, there's the puck dumped out of the yellow zone and back to center ice. Really good action in this period. No goals yet. We're 8 minutes into the second period. of the Western Regionals for Canadian Blind Hockey. Dante Gimaroli picks up the puck again, crosses the line. What a great move. And now looking to pass it off. What a terrific shot. Aiden Quilty got right in on top of it from Gimaroli, but couldn't quite put it in the net, Luca.
Pretty offensive defenseman he's been playing like today, Aiden Quilty. Another shot on net. Eli Bomers.
Oh, there's a whistle. Eli Bomers had a great chance from 3 feet in front of the yellow net, but Steve's again a terrific save. We've got 11 minutes and 25 seconds to go in period number 1. Period number 2, the score 1-1. There's Steves in goal. Steves has made about 9 or 10 saves.
Both Steves and Lauren Weber, both goalies here, part of the national team program. So you've got some tough goalies here to beat if you want to score a goal.
Well, there's only been 2 so far. Puck in the corner. Coming out of the corner with the puck is Luca DeRoche. DeRoche along the boards, intercepted. Puck cleared by Scarlett Dorn. Not quite out of the zone. And there again is Corbin Johnson. Corbin Johnson's played a really good game today. Corbin Johnson clears the puck along the boards, kept in by Aiden Quilty. There's a shot, a nice save by Steves. Puck hit his chest on that shot from Luca DeRoche. Puck still in play. No, we have a whistle. We have a change of possession, and now Corbin Johnson has the puck behind his own net. Clears the puck out along the boards to Graham Foxcroft. Puck cleared down to the black team blue line where it's picked up by Aiden Quilty.
I feel like Aiden Quilty's been all over the ice in these first 2 periods.
He has had a terrific game. Puck dumped down. Now we have icing. Faceoff will come back into the team yellow end. We're halfway through the second period, 1-1 in the Western Regionals for 2025 Canadian Blind Hockey here from Minoru Arena, brought to you by, with the assistance of the Richmond Sockeyes and Sports Wave website.
Also want to give a huge shout out to all the students here on hand. We've got over 450 students from local schools here on a field trip to just take in the sport, learn about it, and educate them about the parasport of blind hockey.
What a unique field trip opportunity it is, too. There's some nice kids that we talked to along the way before the broadcast. Now we've got a breakaway here for Curtis Ruddle. Ruddle looking for a pass, but it's deflected by the black team who got back from on defense really well. And there's Curtis Ruddle again from behind the net. Back to Sean Hislop. Hislop's shot is blocked and goes to the boards. Back in front of the net. What a nice pass. Ooh. A shot just missed from Graham Foxcroft. Picked up in the corner. Black team clears their front of the net. Looks like they're going to get the puck out. Past Sean Hislop, who does a nice job of keeping the puck and dumping it back in. So when puck's behind the net, Team Black will reload, but yellow team beats them to the puck behind the net. Good forechecking by Curtis Ruddle. Puck is dumped out to center. Dumped back, right back in by David Johnson. So we'll have Dustin Butterfield go behind the net, pick up the puck. Start to move it up the ice, goes out from behind the net. Tries to clear it, and does, in fact, get the puck out down to the yellow end where it's picked up, and the yellow team will reload. John T picking it up along the boards. In hard there on checking is Barney Press. Press has the Team Black goal. Look at the skating skills of Luca DeRoche. What a beautiful pass.
Nice setup to Ruby Coleman, but big save by Steves.
Steves has made a number of big saves. There's a nice pass. And now we've got Brian Mackey bringing over. Actually, no, that's David Johnson coming in. Puck over to the right point, but it's cleared out. And now Ruby Coleman has a break. We'll look for this pass. Makes the pass, but doesn't connect. Puck going behind the net, so we'll look for that again. There's a pass in front of the net. Loose puck. There's the whistle. There was the shot.
And another big save by Steves.
Yeah, off of Barney Press that time. So here, when you hear us say, there's the whistle, that doesn't stop the play. That makes the play an offensive attempt. So that'll take some getting used to, but we are. Nice pass there from Andrew Gourlay along the boards. We're still at a 1-1 tie. Puck cleared out. Ruby Coleman just goes by her stick, looking to dump the puck in. Meets up with Andrew Gourley on the boards. Gourley battling with Luca DeRoche. Puck crossed over to the right boards and back into the yellow end. You've got Sean Heslop again looking to clear the zone. Not quite. Intercepted by Gimaroli. Looking to pass the puck. Connects. There's the pass. A shot. Another nice save by Steve. Yet another one off of Gimaroli. Gimaroli around behind the net and scores.
Oh,
a wraparound from Gimaroli, Luca.
The referee has blown that one off.
I think it's because the net came off its moorings. Yes, they're just resetting it now. That's why. So we're looking on our screen there at Steve's in the yellow team net. They're resetting it, the officials. That's why the goal was waved off. It was a beautiful play by Gimaroli to score there, but of course into a net that wasn't on its post. So we'll have a face-off in the yellow end with 6 minutes to go in the 2025 Regional Canadian Blind Hockey Tournament here in Richmond, BC. Steve Erickson on camera with Luca and me, Steve Daniel. There's the face-off. Back to the blue line, Team Black. Keeps the puck in the yellow end. There's a pass across. The whistle, you heard it. Amanda Provin with the puck. Couldn't quite connect. And there's the puck in front of the net. A close shot from Amanda Provin just goes wide. That would have been 2-1 right there. Team Yellow gets possession. Now they'll clear their end. Nice pass. Looking for number 66, Chowdhury. Couldn't quite make the play. There's the Chowdhury player from Chicago in the United States. Welcome to Canada. There's a beautiful pass to Amanda Provin, to Ruby Coleman. Amanda Provin in front of the net, but we have a whistle. That line is easily the most dangerous of this game, and now we've got some physical play.
Oh, looks like Amanda Provin's going to the box for roughing.
Yeah, Amanda Provin is going to the penalty box. First penalty of this game. She pushed over. There's Amanda Provin. You can see her going to the penalty box. So we'll have our first power play, in fact, into the sin bin, as they say. So we're going to be down in the black end with a face-off. And the first power play for Team Yellow, of course.
It looks like there was some pushing and shoving going in front of the net. John T gave a push as he did not like the way his goalie was being peppered there. And then Amanda Provin, standing up for herself, gave a push back. And you know how the sport works. The referee's going to take the last push.
It's a physical game. It's the retaliation that's often called. Our Steve Erickson here is a long-time official and knows that really well.
There's the first special teams of the game now.
Yes. Puck dumped in by Sean Heslop, but back out again. Heslop looking for the players to be onside. Dumps it in. Looking for teammate in the corner, Graham Foxcroft. Foxcroft gets the puck to Johnson. Johnson back to Foxcroft. There's the whistle. Coming in front of the net. Shot blocked in front of the net. Beautiful shot. A lovely play on the power play to get that shot, but a nice block by the Team Black defense. And they clear the puck out.
Looks like Coach Joey Ali has put Andrew Gourley and Graham Foxcroft together on this power play unit now.
They look good together. Puck's dumped in. The puck is in possession of Mark Bentz, who loses it behind the net. Clear out right in front of the net. And now we've got the puck dumped down the ice by Eli Bomers. Good job killing this penalty. There's a minute to go in the penalty and 3.5 minutes to go in the second period. Still a 1-all tie. There's a steal from Gimaroli, looking for a teammate to pass to. Wide open in front of the net, looking for a shorthanded goal. Just missed. The puck goes to the corner. A really good effort by Gimaroli to set up that play for Eli Bomers, for Barney Press, actually. Oh, there's a big collision in the black end. We've got Rob Baldeo down, and Rob Baldeo looks a bit shaken up on the play, and now going to the bench over there. Took a really big hit. There's the puck in front of the black net. Rob Baldeo bent over a little bit. Hopefully okay. We've got the puck dumped in by Aiden Quilty. Aiden Quilty looking for the pass. The puck goes over to the boards, couldn't quite connect. Puck dumped out. We've got 5 seconds to go in the power play. No goals on that power play. And the puck in possession of the yellow team. John T. John T loses it to Gimaroli. What would help gets the puck back. Vincent Vezina did a nice job. Puck along the boards, and you've got a clear by Graham Foxcroft and Luca Berendre. Gimeroli with the puck over to Amanda Probin. Probin brings it in the
Served
zone.
her 2 minutes.
Yeah, she did. Oh, there's a shot. Great shot by Gimeroli. Just goes wide. Nice pass in front of the net, but it's deflected. Still with the puck in the team yellow and is black. There's Ruby Coleman along the boards again. She works hard, Luca.
Very hard worker, Ruby is.
Now the puck dumped out and down into the team black end by David Johnson for icing. So we'll come back with about a minute and a half to go in the second period. What's your impressions of this period, in the first 18 and a half minutes?
Well, it's the first time this weekend we got to see some special teams action. Team Yellow was able to control the play a little bit during that power play. You saw Coach Joey Ali try to maybe stack the lineup there for that power play, and it seems like he's going to continue it now with keeping Foxcroft with Gourlay together. They were able to develop a little bit of chemistry, and it looks like right now he's moved Corbin Johnson between both them, and got David Johnson and Sean Heaslip. So a very strong lineup out there right now for Team Yellow.
And Luca DeRoche was the face-off for Black. Couldn't quite get possession, and the puck is dumped out by that strong lineup you talked about into the black end. You've got chasing the puck Graham Foxcroft, but
Another icing.
with 50 seconds to go, and again we play stop time in the final minute of the period.
And I find it so amazing and impressive how that puck is still able to travel the distance of the ice this late in a period with how heavy it is.
It is a heavy puck. I picked one up before the game, and it's a big puck and it's metal, a little bit different, of course, and that would take some getting used to on the same size sticks, right? Yeah, the puck behind the net with 45 seconds to go, dumped to the blue line, but not cleared. So there's a nice play from Luca DeRoche. Luca DeRoche looking for the shot. Nice save again by Steves, covering the puck up with 32 seconds to go in the period. Steves has been really busy. That's, by my count, 18 saves of 19 shots. Been noting them down as we go now because Steves is in so much action, Luca. Okay, now we have a face-off here with Luca DeRoche. Wins the face-off back to Skylar Boak, but it's cleared really well by Andrew Gourlay. Gourlay gets the puck over, looking to pass the puck to Corbin Johnson, but couldn't connect. Now the team black with 15 seconds left in the period, going to be clearing it out. There's a shot from the blue line. It goes in, but there was no pass.
There was no pass here, so this should be interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they credited a pass. I did not hear the whistle, Luca. So we'll see if they give this goal or not, because I didn't hear that key thing, that whistle that says it's an offensive valid play.
It looks like they're confused about that.
Luca's indicating down there whether it should be a goal or not. I'm glad we've got Luca with us to give us his insight into.
It looks like they're going to count it, though.
It looks like they have counted.
That's a tough one.
The shot came from the blue line, and I believe it was Corbin Johnson, but it came from just inside the team black end. And against the run of the play with 7 seconds to go, we've got Team Yellow up 2-1. There's a nice pass. Last minute. Oh, what a great shot by Barney Press as the time ran out. Again, a nice play by Dante Gimeroli to set that up. On our screen, we can see the players clearing the yellow end. They just managed to survive that terrific shot from Barney Press. That would have been his second goal of the game. So at the end of the second period, we've got Team Yellow with a goal very late, taking a 2-1 lead. This being the 2025 Western Regionals for Canadian Blind Hockey here in Minoru Arena in Richmond, British Columbia. The game being sponsored by Sportswave website on its broadcast and by the Richmond Sockeyes for hosting the game here for Canadian Blind Hockey Association. We're with Luca, our advisor from an organization, color broadcaster, all of the above. We have Steve Erickson on camera, and let's talk about the first period when we get a chance. We're going to come back in a moment. So we've got a 12-minute break. That second period was exciting. Lots of shots on goal. Oh, we've got a a logo being set up for us. Canucks, a major now sponsor, a brand new sponsor for blind hockey. You can see the Canucks blind logo in a moment, and we'll talk about that. Our cameraman, Steve Erickson, will be pointing it in that direction. So 2 periods of hockey played, lots of shots on goal. Shots on goal are around 20 for the Black and about 10 or 11 for Yellow as we've gone along. Both sets of jerseys, of course, sponsored by the Vancouver Canucks, a new sponsor for Canadian blind hockey here in Canada. So we're having a look at the benches. Some of our sponsors, you can see their logos right there. The blind hockey logo, CNIB Foundation, of course. You can see the Vancouver Canucks and the Canucks Kids Foundation, the Daniel Family Foundation, Electra Health, and Mannion. So major sponsors of this event here, and we thank them very much for their kind assistance and funding of the event here in Richmond, British Columbia. So for 2 periods of play, really exciting action, kind of a goal against the run of the play. Let's look up at some of the banners in this arena. So there is a banner that celebrates the Richmond Sockeyes, our host and in our own arena. Steve Erickson and I are the broadcast team for the Sockeyes. There's a banner that celebrates the 1987 National Championship or Western National Championship. The Sockeyes won the Centennial Cup in 1987. That team was celebrated in the arena at a home game about 2 or 3 weeks ago here, and a lot of fans turned out. I think there was something like 10 or 12 players from the original team, including Dave Tomlinson from the Vancouver Canucks, who joined us on the broadcast for a little bit. And so that is a really important addition. In the corner you can see a lot of kids. There are probably 500 or 600 kids in this building today taking a field trip to watch this game. An exciting event, and I think there a whole bunch of them are walking behind us as we're talking. You know, from all grades, from grade 2 up to about grade 7 or 8 is what I've seen so far. And what a terrific turnout for this. You can see many of those fans in the corner. You can see down at the far end, if Steve will pan around, you can see the hospitality area up above to the left, where there are fans in that area is packed on Richmond Sockeyes game nights. It includes our boardrooms, and Minoru Arena is a wonderful facility for the Pacific Junior Hockey League and an important one in today's game. We've got lots of students crowding in behind me, which is fun. So looking down below, you can see the concessions and area. So this area is a really important part of Richmond, BC. Probably the cultural hub of the community, I would say. You've got pools and all sorts of things here in central Richmond. An event like this could draw 50 people, but it hasn't. It's drawn 700 or 800 people into the building today. And I think that makes a big difference to our community and, of course, to the Canadian Blind Hockey Association. So we've got about 7 minutes and 50 seconds of our break left to go. If you look back over the first 2 periods, Steve, seen lots of good play. There are 4 or 5 really dominant players in this game. Dante Gimaroli for Team Black stands out. So does Amanda Probin and Ruby Coleman, that line. And on Team Yellow, you've got players like Corbin Johnson, number 96. Terrific job so far. Sean Heslett. Sean Heslett moves the puck as well as any hockey player. I guess if you're looking at a star of the game so far, that number 1 player, I'm sure most people would agree, would be number 1, Gary Steeves, the Yellow team goalie. Gary's stopped 19 of 20 shots so far and is the star of the game through the first 2 periods without a doubt. I mean, a player like that, totally unsighted, stopping 19 of 20 shots really says something about their skill and their commitment to this game. So we've got a good hockey game played by good players in a beautiful facility. Yeah, so I'm going to take a break. We're going to point the camera out there at center ice, and we'll be back with about a minute to go before the 3rd period gets underway. So Steve Erickson, Steve Daniel here to show you and talk to you about the Canadian Blind Hockey Association. Welcome back, everybody. About 5 or 6 seconds. We're going to run out of in-between period time. Reset the clock and start period number 3. Again, according to Luca, we don't change ends. We have running time 20 minutes, just to update you. So we've got a third period ahead of us. Team Yellow scored with 7.8 seconds to go in the second period to take a 2-1 lead. Nice goal on the play from the blue line by Corbin Johnson. So we've got goals in the first period by Barney Press for Team Black from Aiden Quilty. 5 minutes to go. Late in the first period, we had a goal to tie the game.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We've just started period number 3 right now. And the yellow team is going down inside the zone. They wait. A nice cross pass on that one right there. They set this one all the way back up. I'm going to turn you back over to Steve, who was on a conference call. Steve,
Well,
take over.
I had a little call from my CFL boss, so he wanted to know how this was going, because I told him I was going to be working the Canadian Blind Hockey Association, and of course, he didn't know when it started up. So, there's a shot from Team Black, and I'm happy to be back calling the play. So we've got Dante Gimaroli.
You talk about promotion. I mean, go to the CFL. Why not?
Well, I guess they're the people that pay me, so I better do something about that. There's a shot off the post. What a terrific chance from Amanda Probin. Just missed on the outside of the net. Puck along the boards. Cleared out outside the blue line by number 19, Graham Foxcroft. There's a puck passed over. Now we've got to look for this offensive zone pass. That was Amanda Probin. Couldn't quite connect on that offensive zone pass. And for you fans, if you can hear it on the broadcast, you listen for a really high-pitched whistle, which indicates that an offensive zone pass is complete and a shot can be taken that will count in a goal if it goes in. There's the puck back to Sean Heslip behind his own net, and he shoots the puck straight out past his teammate. Brian Mackey, the puck goes back in and is picked up by Eli Bomers, and now Barney Press. Barney Press picks it up and shoots it out to center, and back for the play. Sean Heslip behind the net. Icing waved off, I believe. No, the goal is waved off. The puck went into the net, but of course there was no offensive chance that went with it. Again, that rule needs a pass when you cross the puck, bring the puck over the blue line. You need to complete an offensive pass to make the chance valid. In other words, for the goal to count. Got a face-off outside the yellow blue line, won by Team Yellow. Andrew Gourlay. Puck is now over to Romel Crescini on the right-hand side, and back, of course, to who else but Sean Heslip. Sean's played a terrific game today. He's brought down behind the net. No penalty in the play. A really clean check. Back along the boards to Andrew Gourlay. Couldn't quite get the puck out, but now it's dumped out easily by Vincent Vezina. Terrific hockey name for Vezina for you NHL fans, especially goalies. Back to Adam Kugler-Sprayson, or as Luca calls him, AKS. Puck behind the net. Passed up the boards to Romel Crescini again, having a good shift. Luca Berendre clears the puck behind Team Black's net. Now it's intercepted in the corner. Maybe we can make a chance out of this. Vincent Vezina passes the puck behind the net to Berendre. Berendre clears it, but it goes out to center. Chasing the puck in the Team Yellow end is Andrew Gourlay. Now we've got a whistle and back for a face-off just in the Team Black end for icing, I believe that was. And you can hear the referee shaking the puck. That sound you hear is ball bearings inside a 5.5-inch metal puck. Metal, not rubber. Still just as big and hard. We talked about the effect on the goalies from that. So there's a face-off one, intercepted. Puck went to Dougie Dow. It's dumped back in. No offside on the play. Chasing the puck down is Corbin Johnson. Behind the net, the puck is with Dustin Butterfield, clears it out, and now we've got the puck being carried out by Luca DeRoche. Good play there by Dougie Dow to intercept and keep the puck in Team Black end. Puck behind the net. So lots of action in the Team Black end at this point. Oh, the puck is dumped in, and now we've got possession for Team Black. They clear the zone. So lots of action along the boards, but not much in front of the net in this period so far. Almost 5 minutes in. Lots of action along the boards. Now it's brought and dumped out by Luca DeRoche. But there, in his own end, is Sean Hislop again. Intercepted. There's the offensive pass you're looking for. The puck is right in front of the net. There's a great chance. Great chance. 2 chances, 3 chances, but saves by Steves. Steves has really held the fort. Kind of fits in with our broadcast team. We have the Steves, and now we have Steves.
Yeah, all sorts of us up here.
And there's Steve commenting. Steve is my wonderful partner on our Richmond Sockeyes broadcast, and he is bringing you this game on his Sports Wave website. Much appreciated to Steve Erickson. Okay, now we have the puck in the possession of Aiden Quilty, bringing it over, passes it over. There's the pass that counts to Dante Gimaroli, right in front of the net. Steves again covers the puck, so that's at least 5 saves in the first 5.5 minutes of this period, Luca. Steves has been the star of this game without a doubt. That's 25 shots on his net, 1 goal.
Luca, you got any more viewers that have texted you as to where they're listening from or watching from?
Let's take a quick look here at our social media handles. Could always count on some blind hockey fans and players from across the country and now around the world tuning in. More support from Alberta, cheering on Barney Press.
And Barney's had a good role in this game. He has the Team Black goal. That back in the first period with about 5 minutes left. There's the puck in front of the net. A terrific play by Amanda Proven. 2 shots, both stopped by Steves again. Steves has been a real force in this game. Easily my first star at this point with 13 minutes and 35 seconds to go. That's now 27 shots on the Team Yellow net and 12 at the other end. So Team Black domination, Luca.
He's definitely answered to the bell here. All these chances and opportunities and really keeping the score at 2-1 for his team. So good on Gary.
We've got a face-off here. Dante Gimaroli facing off against Andrew Gourley, I believe it is.
Some confusion on Team Yellow defense out there.
Yeah, and looks like we're getting John T coming out, make it 5 players on each team. Team Yellow wins the face-off, but it's not cleared. Intercepted. Now we have a breakaway looking for a pass to go with him. Is Andrew Gourlay. Gourlay takes the puck behind the net. Now you see all the checkers going to unoccupied players, which Luca was pointing out earlier as kind of the normal strategy in this game. Puck intercepted by Dante Gimaroli, who gets it out to Proven, to Coleman. Now Coleman has passed it up to Amanda Proven. Now looking for that offensive zone pass, probably in front of the net to a teammate. There's the puck. It goes off the goalpost from the outside, but no threat there. And the puck is cleared by the yellow team. Back in his own end. The puck is now cleared out to Amanda Proven. Proven's played a terrific game. She's been really good. She's breaking over the blue line, looking for teammates to pass to. We're going to hear that whistle again. Handling the puck really well. There's the pass. There's the whistle. And a shot from Adam Kugler-Sprayson, but blocked. And Team Yellow trying to clear the puck. Kicking it up the boards for a change. Terrific effort along the boards by Curtis Ruddle to get the puck out. Now you've got Corbin Johnson again dumping it in. Corbin Johnson's, we've called that Corbin's name a lot. He's had a terrific game. Vincent Vesna in the corner looking to make that offensive zone pass. There it is. There's the whistle. And now the shot from Vesna, blocked on the Team Black defense. And they'll make an effort to clear the zone. Taking possession is Barney Press. Press has played a terrific game today. Dumps the puck out, looking for Adam Kugler-Sprayson, but that's intercepted. And back it goes to Barney Press.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with Barney Press's game today.
Impressive, as they say.
Yes. Barney Impressive.
Well, we've given him a new nickname thanks to Luca and not me. So the puck is blocked at the blue line by Skylar Boak. Boak clears the puck out and back in by Sean Heslett. So we've got 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third period. Team Yellow up 2-1. 3 nice goals in this game. About 40 shots on goal. This is just a hockey game as far as I'm concerned. Puck on the right to Luca DeRoche. There's the offensive whistle. Luca looking for a teammate or a shot. And that shot, no goal on the play.
Movement there from Gary Steeves from one post to the other to shut the door.
Agreed. Steeves came from his left post over to his right, shut that corner down. Stopped his 28th shot of this game. I know that counting is worth it here because Steeves has seen more action by far than the other end of the arena. Taking the face-off will be Luca DeRoche against Corbin Johnson. Late substitution for Yellow coming on is Graham Foxcroft to make it 5 each. Foxcroft, in fact, takes the puck. Can't quite clear it. Puck's on the boards in the corner. The puck goes across in front of the Yellow net, but in possession of David Johnson, who can't quite clear it. Now you're looking in the corner at Eli Bomers with the puck. There's the whistle, but it's intercepted and cleared out along the boards. Great coverage by Graham Foxcroft. Foxcroft has had a great shift in keeping the puck away from Steeves. And there's the puck just out over the blue line, so we'll have to reset. Everybody will clear the zone. And we have Scarlett Dorn along the boards. And the puck back to Aiden Quilty. Quilty loses it. David Johnson has it, looking for a teammate along the boards. Luca, that must be hard to have to look for a teammate and disdain scoring on your own.
Oh, yeah, and it goes back to the communication aspect of the game, how important it is to talk to your teammates out there. And here we go.
Here we go.
2-on-0 from the other team's blue line.
There's the pass, 3-on-0. This is a great chance,
Oh.
but Steve's blocks Gimaroli. Here's another chance. A shot from Eli Bomers didn't quite get through the crowd. Still a great chance for Team Black. There's the shot, blocked in front of the net and saved by Steeves. The puck did not go in the net.
Tough break there for Team Black. A 2-on-0. You know Giammaroli wanted that puck back. Just had some trouble controlling it. It looked like it was bouncing a little bit, but that's a chance he's going to want back. And if I know Dante, he's going to be thinking about that one for a little bit of time.
I'm thinking of young people's games where you see a Wayne Gretzky or a Connor McDavid, and all the other players are following them around the ice. Gimaroli has high skill set. We have a timeout with 8 minutes and 12 seconds to go. We're looking at the Team Yellow bench there in front of our sponsors, including Electra Health and Mannion and Daniel family. Yellow team listening to their coach, paying attention to how we handle this last minute, this 8 minutes and 12 seconds with a 2-1 lead. Great goaltending. Now we have the Team Black bench listening to their coach. You can see in front number 22, Rob Baldeo, number 11, Amanda Provin. Provin, Coleman, and Gimaroli, that line has been dominant throughout this hockey game. So both teams taking a timeout, looking for strategy to handle this last 8 minutes. Steve, what do you got for us?
Well, I'm just curious because we were talking earlier on, well, not me, about another event this afternoon about teaching players how to play. Do you want to elaborate on that again?
Yes, for sure. So Canadian Blind Hockey partners with school boards across the country to host field trip dates. So what we've got today is we've got 15 children and youth from the local Vancouver region and Richmond region school boards that are going to try to learn to skate and even try the parasport of blind hockey. So we'll have some of these champions and leaders who are playing right now come on the ice after and help as on-ice volunteers. But I thoroughly love that program because it's really our first interaction to introduce these children and youth who are interested in learning about the sport and potentially one day playing in this very same tournament.
What a great start then to get that kind of education. Today has been a great event. We've got 8 minutes to go in this third period. We'll see how it turns out with Team Yellow up 2-1. So we have the puck, Gimaroli at center ice. Trying to cross the blue line, but Team Yellow blocks him off really well. Now we're onside. There's the offensive zone pass, but it comes back out over the blue line. Provin, crosses the line. Now we've got a pass. Puck in front of the net, but Team Yellow clears it away. Team Yellow's defense has been really solid in this period. They've been clearing the zone really well, and Steves is there to back them up at every shot opportunity they've had. Okay. In the offensive zone now, we've got Brian Mackey behind the net. Mackey clears the puck out. Gimaroli does now. Back out to Sean Heslip, and the whistle blows. We're having a tripping penalty, so our second power play of the game with 7 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the third period. The second power play of the game and the first power play, I believe, for Team Black.
Seems like there's some confusion. We don't know exactly who's going to the box yet.
No one knows who that penalty's on, but it looks like it's going to be on Corbin Johnson. No, Corbin Johnson turned around, didn't go to the penalty box. So both teams have, Team Yellow is 4, and now you've got a player going to the penalty box. Finally, that player.
It's Brian the Mack Truck Mackey.
So Brian Mackey heading to the penalty box, number 51.
With a smile on his face.
The Mack Truck, I haven't heard that one before.
No, that's the Mack Truck. That's how we know him in the community.
The Montreal Alouettes have Austin Mack, but he's not known as that, I can tell you. All right, so we have face-off in the Team Yellow end with 7 minutes to go in the third period. Team Yellow picks it up, killing a penalty and dumping the puck down the ice. Chasing it is Corbin Johnson. Corbin Johnson, what a beautiful pass and a great shorthanded goal. A beautiful play from Corbin Johnson over to Andrew Gourlay, who deflects the puck into the net. What a brilliant goal from the Team Yellow, shorthanded. Three-way passing play all the way from their own end. 2 passes, completing the offensive play. Corbin Johnson with the key play over to Andrew Gourlay, who tips it in for a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, what looked like a broken play at first really ended up to a benefit for them. Seemed like they were going to have a little bit of trouble getting out of their zone, but then very quickly they were able to transition and fly both down the wing. Gourlay showing great speed to jump up into that play, and Corbin Johnson was able to make a pass across.
Look at the skills that were displayed on that within the rules of this game, and the rules don't matter. The skills are what matter in that play, and there was some great hockey there. Now the puck is cleared out by Corbin Johnson to center ice. Chasing it back is Luca DeRoche. Picks it up and gets it over to teammate Amanda Probin. Probin passes it off to Gimaroli. There's the offensive zone pass you need. There's the goal from Luca DeRoche, right in front of the net with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Now we're back at 3-2. A power play goal created by Dante Gimaroli and scored by Luca DeRoche from right in front of Steves. 3-2. We've got a game on our hands, Luca.
Yeah, it looks like there was a little coaching change there that Philip Giamaroli made to this line, removing Ruby Coleman for the power play. She's coming back out now at even strength. And you know what? That coaching change was a benefit there for the team. Of course, they're going to want back that goal that was shorthanded, but it's a little too late for that. So now it seems like they've got just a smaller hill to climb, but something that's still very doable for Team Black.
2 goals in a span of just 2 minutes. We've got 5 minutes and 40 seconds. The clock stopped at this point. Got rid of the power play. We're started up again. And now some more pressure from Gimaroli. They'll need that offensive pressure as they're running short on time. There's a puck brought in by Dougie Dow. Dougie gets it behind the net, but there's the inevitable Ruby Coleman again getting it out. Gimaroli over the blue line looking for that offensive pass. Nope, no pass. It was waved off because it was deflected. There's the offensive pass to Coleman in front of the net. Now here's the chance. Gimaroli, what a great save. 3 great saves from Steves, all from plays by Gimaroli, Provin, and Coleman. What a line and what a goalie. So there's Gimaroli again creating zone pressure. But now Team Yellow has a chance to clear the puck. Luca Berendre knocks it down to Team Black blue line. Team Black's main line goes off for a rest. They'll be back in a couple of minutes. There's the puck cleared down. Now we have another chance, but a great play, terrific play by David Johnson to deflect it and keep the puck out of their end. Play still going on. We've got Dustin Butterfield down on the ice. not going to the bench. So there's Gimeroli again, creating possession in the team yellow end. There's the pass. But the shot goes just wide of the post. Another nice offensive pass. Shot blocked up in the face area. I hope Dougie Dow's okay. Looks like he is. Shot goes wide behind the net now to Probin. Probin looking for Gimeroli. There's the pass. Gimeroli looking to create that possession behind the net. Gimeroli's got the pass now out to Probin. Here comes the chance. Hit the post. The far post beside Steves, and now looking to cover the puck up. And Steves covers it up yet again. That's now 34 shots on goal for Team Black, and they've only scored twice. So Steves holds them off. That line of Gimeroli, Probin, and Coleman dominating this third period with 3 minutes and 25 seconds to play.
Yeah,
Luca, what about that flurry?
Black is throwing everything and the kitchen sink, I guess they say, against Gary right now, right? Gary Steves answering the bell on every shot that's being thrown at him. I'm sure he'd want those two back, but when you've got the amount of chances and opportunities Black's getting and you're getting out of here right now with the score what it is, I consider that a success, but the game's not over.
Quick question, how long has Gary Steves been a goalie?
I won't give the number just because I've got a lot of respect for him, how many years he's been playing, and he's a great man, but he's been playing for a long time.
That's all I want to know. A long time. Just like Steve Erickson. 3 minutes to go. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. 3-2 Team Yellow. They break in behind the black end. We've got the puck in possession of Graham Foxcroft, killing time along the boards. There's the pass out in front of the net. Good shot by Brian Mackey and a nice save there from Corey Gaskin. Gaskin back in the net, I believe, for Team Black. The puck is dumped out to center ice. Looking to get it back in is Luca DeRoche. Now Team Yellow in possession. Looking to dump the puck out. They clear the zone thanks to the efforts of Foxcroft, who gets it down to the black-blue line. Foxcroft has played a terrific game on defense, or defensively at the very least.
Yeah, you could always count on 200 feet from Graham Foxcroft, a leader in the community, a veteran blind hockey player, and one of the leaders here with the Vancouver Eclipse blind hockey team. And just like I expected, Dante Gimeroli back on the ice.
And there was an offside call. We've got 1 minute and 40 seconds to go now with a running clock until the 1 minute mark. We've got a stoppage in play. The officials have, I think there's a kind of timeout. The benches are open over there. If you look at the Team Yellow bench, the door is open, and they're going to make a change. There we go. Steve's moving the camera across. Again, thanks to Steve Erickson for swapping spots with me and teaching me how to do this.
There you go. We're all here to learn.
Steve's a great mentor to me on the
as long as you're having fun.
Team. We always have fun together.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
All right, we have a face-off with 1 minute 35 to go. The clock is started up again, and we've got Gimeroli with the puck. What else is new? Crosses the blue line, looking for that pass. There's the pass right in front of the net.
There it is.
And there's the tying goal with 1 minute 20.
Dante Gimeroli puts on a show with those magic hands, sets up Barney Press, and we got a tie game with 1:22 left on the clock. What a beautiful move just inside the blue line. A little dipsy-do, how do you do around the defender. Slides it across to Barney Press, who's been Barney impressive this evening, and we've got a tie game.
Barney Press, that's his second goal of this game. Gimeroli involved in just about every offensive play. Now we've got a 3-3 tie with 1 minute 22 left. You can see the official at center ice shaking the puck to make that noise, so the players know they have to come to a face-off at center ice.
Yeah, it's very important. That's an adaptation that we've worked with the refs on, just to let the players know where the face-off is going to be.
Very good idea. So here's the face-off between Gimeroli and Andrew Gourlay. Gourlay wins it back to Sean Heslip. Clears the puck. We've got Andrew Gourlay again. So each team's kind of got their number one line out there now for the final minute of this game. There's a heavy hit from Gimeroli, and we have an injured player on the ice, and the whistle has now been blown. I believe Graham Foxcroft took a very heavy hit and fell to the ice in a collision, a clean collision with Gimeroli.
Definitely not a hit that was done on purpose. It seemed like two players that were going for the puck. Graham Foxcroft, a little older than Dante Gimeroli, but a true warrior here, and it looks like he's back up and he's ready to go.
Going back to the bench.
And I know Graham Foxcroft pretty well. He's wanting to probably stay to finish this shift, but hey, take a quick break.
Steve.
You know what I like about this is I love the camaraderie. When he fell out, everybody went over to help him out, and it doesn't matter which team. They all go over because it's all about sportsmanship. I love that.
Well, you know, a lot of these players are friends off the ice, right? Doesn't matter where they're from. There's members from the Vancouver Eclipse on both teams. That's one thing that we do with Canadian Blind Hockey. It doesn't matter where you're from. You're always going to play with somebody from a different program, a different team across the country and now around the world. So it really is a community sport that we're really pushing forward here.
Well, the Eclipse are here in full view, which helps. Okay, there's Jim Maroli breaking over the line, looking to make a pass. Behind the net now, behind Team Yellow net. And we have a penalty coming, going to be a tripping penalty with 46.6 seconds to play. And now we'll have a Team Black power play.
We're just
3-all
talking about
tie.
camaraderie. Where have you ever seen a player trip another player, go over and pat him on the back like that? So Gourlay went to go give Giammaroli a little pat on the back, a little, hey, I'm sorry, didn't mean to do that. I'm a little disappointed in myself, and hopefully you guys don't score on these 46-second power plays.
Maybe when the players are like 6 and 7, 8 years old, not the higher levels at all.
They're not that now.
No, not at all.
So we've got a face-off here in the Team Yellow end. They are short-handed between number 21, Sean Heslip, and Jim Maroli, two of the dominant players in this game. Jim Maroli wins the face-off. The shot wide by Amanda Probin into the corner. You've got the puck cleared around by David Johnson. Back to the point, along the boards. Amanda Probin working hard, gets the puck, but it's deflected out by David Johnson. David Johnson pushing the puck. 25 seconds to play. He's upended, no penalty on the play, a clean hit. And now we've got Jim Maroli signaling to his teammates, but he's had the puck taken off him, and now there's 12 seconds left. Deep in the black end, we've got Jim Maroli picks up the puck. He's got 5 seconds to do something, but he's got to make that pass as well. There's the pass to Amanda Probin. You got just out of time, and the puck was shot and hit the post, but after time had run out. So we have a 3-all tie at the end of 3 periods of play.
You play overtime?
I don't know that there's overtime, is there?
I'm waiting for Executive Director Matt Morrow to say, but I don't believe there is. I believe because it's game 1 of the tournament, we're going to finish this in a tie, and that will be it, and we'll get back to the drawing board. I'm sure Team Yellow's going to want to talk about letting those 2 late goals, and Team Black's going to want to talk about maybe defending a little better on the power play. But after game 1, it looks like it's 3-3. Just means a little more for game 2 and 3 the rest of the weekend.
So what's the highest level that these players can achieve when they advance? Do they go to nationals and world championships?
Yeah, so every year in March, we host our Canadian National Blind Hockey Tournament. Last year, the tournament featured over 175 blind hockey athletes from around the world. Representation from Canada, USA, Finland, England. We had a representation from Scotland also. So that's the big tournament that everyone's got on their calendar every year. We also have members here from the Canadian National Blind Hockey Team. So you look at someone like Dante Giammaroli, Amanda Probin. They are members of the Canadian National Blind Hockey Team. You could catch them. They play a series against Team USA every year. So we recently just got back from playing Team USA in Montreal in April. Canadian Blind Hockey has been pretty successful in those series, as we are 6-time
and that shows
champions. So it's something that we hold with utmost respect. But see right here, doesn't matter what the score is at the end of the game. It's handshake time.
Here's your sportsmanship. Both teams lining up at center ice to shake hands with each other. You know, some terrific play in this game. You know, the people like Amanda Probin, you know, male, female, all genders, looking at just sportsmanship at its best right here. You've got 3 goaltenders who played a really terrific game. Definitely, Gary Steves stopped 36 shots from Team Black, did a great job at his role.
And that's one stat I'm just going to write down because I'm going to go share that in the room with Gary. That's something he'll love to hear.
36-15.
Good to know. And guys, on behalf of Canadian Blind Hockey, thank you. Your first game, good for you. Hope you guys got this one under your belt. I look forward to games 2 and 3 with you both. It's been a great day. There's still a lot of more blind hockey action to take place this weekend. We've got a fun day for the rest of the group. We're going to have our Western Regional Blind Hockey Banquet this evening. We're also going to take this group for a little venue excursion. We're going to do some blind curling to have some fun. You know, a lot of these participants get to travel in for this, so we try to really jam-pack that weekend with as much fun and activities as possible. So the tournament is one aspect of it, but there's a lot of excited players that are going to look forward to sharing some downtime with each other, sharing some laughs, some stories, talking about what they thought happened in the game and what they saw. And you know, the one thing about blind hockey and hockey is the chirping will always be there, but with our group, the chirping's a little different.
I can see that. It was such an honor to be able to, do play-by-play at all, to work with Steve Erickson and you. My schedule is such that the middle game of the tournament, I have 2 CFL games to do in my normal job. I want to call the play-by-play in that third game. You may be, Luca, doing the play-by-play in that second game. Steve is great, jumps in, does the camera for us, has his website, SportsWave. It's been a real team effort with you, and I appreciate working and learning about it from yourself.
Thank you guys very much for all your help and support in making this possible. And yeah, looking forward to game 2. Have a great night, everyone.
Just
Same
before
here.
we wrap up, I just want to let everybody know that this will be and remain up on my site too. Free to watch, go on. It'll be up probably about maybe half an hour. It'll be on the video on demand, and they can watch it, as well as the 2 upcoming games over the course of the
Yeah,
weekend.
and I'm going to get a lot of players in both those change rooms that are going to want to head back to the hotel and watch their game and see where they thought they could maybe play a little better if they made a mistake or two. So I'll be sure to tell them where to check it out, and you can also check it out eventually on the Canadian Blind Hockey YouTube channel.
Well, I'm going back to my office to get ready for the BC Lions game tonight down at BC Place Stadium and get back to regular work, but what an honor today to do this. So we thank all you fans for tuning in to our game on SportsWave, and we'll welcome you to the next game and look forward to that broadcast.
Take care.
And what we'll show here is the Canucks sponsorship now of blind hockey. They have joined the sponsorship group, have done a great job in producing this game with us. You see the uniforms of both teams. It was terrific to see their joining in and funding this event. And we thank them very much for their time and their efforts. Kirk McLean was here earlier, and so it's been a great day. So thank you very much on behalf of Steve Erickson. This is Steve Daniel. Goodbye.